What's going on, everybody? It's Tiny right here bringing you today's news. In today's case, we're going to be talking about the massive headlines that are Mixer shutting down, integrating with Facebook Gaming. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Also, before we starting, I'm going to be shutting this video into two parts. Part 1 being the general news case, and part 2 being my thoughts and ideas behind what this is going to do to both the gaming market and to Twitch and Facebook Gaming. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay, so let's quickly cover what this is and what's happening. Basically, Mixer is shutting down, integrating itself with Facebook Gaming. This has kind of come out of the blue. It was not something that people were expecting. We now know that certain people like Ninja, King Goliath, and Shroud is off of their contracts and they're allowed to do as they please. Facebook took the moral high ground here, which they kind of had to do anyways, because the contracts would be terminated because you're no longer part of the same company that you were working with when you had a contract. And they said that their content creators are allowed to change platform or come over to there as they please, because the world deserves their gaming content. This is a good way to do it, because I think it's healthy for both the individuals that are consuming the product and the individuals that are doing the streaming. Shroud has already made a statement saying that he is already planning his steps ahead of time. He does not know what his future is going to bring, but he's planning what is his next best course of action. On the other hand, we have Ninja, who said that he does not want to answer any comments yet. I'm assuming both of these individuals are waiting for potential contracts to come out, because they can, we all know that they already had an exclusivity deal with Mixer before, and I'm assuming that they're also still waiting for more potential offers. On the other hand, King Goliath said that he was going to move over to Mixer, because that seems like his best course of action. He's very interested in this and going to be doing this with the best thoughts and ideas for his community going forward. Minor details as well is that Facebook is going to be integrating the Microsoft xCloud service that's coming to the new Xbox. This is what we can assume, making it much easier to use the streaming services on their Xbox, and hence making it much more viable for everyone who is owning an Xbox to watch Facebook content instead of potentially Twitch, which will be an application likely on the Xbox but in a less integrated way. Now, why did this happen all of a sudden? Well, basically, Microsoft had a few options that they could do. They could either invest more money in an unguaranteed way of gaining cash back on Mixer. They could basically ditch the project, or they could just sell it off. They decided with the latter one, selling it off, because that is what makes the most sense, and potentially because they already had a market asking to buy this. Facebook Gaming has already existed. It's been very nonchalant. It's been the basically live streaming services that Facebook kind of provides. I've seen it every now and then. I rarely use Facebook myself, but when I've been logging in, I have sometimes seen that there's a live stream going on. Comment sections there and emotes and stuff is very basically unpolished, so I'm assuming that that is why they ended up buying Mixer, because it's a much more polished system that they can use to further enhance their own platform. Now let's hop into part 2, where I talk about my thoughts and ideas on how this is going to affect the gaming industry and how it's going to be looking out in the future. Now, in my honest opinion, I think this is really bad. I think it was very healthy that Twitch had some competition. I think Twitch really needs some form of like healthy competition. When Mixer was released, we saw a little bit of an uprising in the wellness of everyone being partners on Twitch. There was a large increase in the benefits that the streamers were getting. It was like kind of a little bit of a cleanup. If Twitch had to actually do something. While with Mixer being gone, if Facebook Gaming doesn't like instantly rocket up, we might actually see a little bit of a downfall in this again, because Twitch is more allowed to be rough on the edges, because they now have a monopoly over the gaming content again. Now, what would I like to see out of this? Well, I'd like to see Facebook Gaming skyrocket a little bit, at least in the beginning. Potentially, I'd love to see a few exclusivity contracts to get them started. Maybe not do what Twitch did, because Twitch did like one or two. Mixer. Maybe not do what Mixer did, because Mixer did 1 or 2 really heavy exclusivity contracts, and then we basically didn't hear from them for a while. Now, with that being said, it's not all downs, to be honest. I think it's healthy that Microsoft understands that they can't keep funneling money into a project that doesn't really mean an end. And for me personally, I think it's going to be good to be seeing faces like Shroud again, because I haven't really been a person who visits Mixer a lot. I stream myself on Twitch, you know, and I don't know, it just feels like a much more home platform to me, so going over to Mixer felt very unnatural, and I generally just think it's going to be good to see some of those faces again. Facebook is also a really large company, and they can potentially invest a lot of money into this, making it a potential healthy competitor to Twitch, and yeah, we'll just have to see how they handle it, to be honest. I'm going to be making a few videos soon about the Apex update. I'm also going to be making a few videos about the Minecraft update, the 1.16 update that just came out. I finally have a little bit more time on my hands. The bachelor is done, and I can finally, you know, focus on hobbies and stuff for a few months. We'll have to see what the future brings, but right now I'm going to be pumping out a few more videos, so I'll see you guys later in the next one. Have a good one. Peace.
Yeah.